Hello, friends. This is Easter Sunday, and it's a wonderful time for the events that we're going through because it reminds us that we're all going to be subject to tests and trials. Obviously, not only was Christ subject to those tests and trials by being crucified, but more than crucified, Swami Kriyananda explains, because a great master has the power to withdraw his consciousness from the body. So he didn't need to experience pain unless he did so, chose to do so, on behalf of taking the karma of his disciples. But the real pain was the rejection of all of the love, of all the wisdom, and the gifts of God that he brought. And for a people who were the chosen people of God, meaning that they had chosen God, for those people to reject that gift, that was painful. That is always painful to a master. But that trial that he went through, and by extension the trial that his disciples went through, the difficulties of doubts, was my belief rightly placed? Did Jesus have the power that I thought he had? I thought that he was going to overcome these forces of these nothing Sanhedrin and the officials of the church and the Roman armies. I thought he would just brush them aside, and he didn't. Now, what is my position? Do I still have faith? So those trials come to all of us. Currently, the world is being tested by the coronavirus, and not just the virus itself, but by the grief of knowing people that perhaps have passed, the fear, the anxiety, not only of the virus itself, but also of the economic ramifications of it, the change of all of that. But in every adversity, in every adverse situation, there is an opportunity for growth. Let's look back at what happened in Christ's crucifixion. As Master explained, Christ went through that to take on the karma of the world, but most especially his disciples. He took on the karma of his disciples so that they could be uplifted and purified. And with that taking on of the karma, with the tapasya that Christ did, the message was able then to spread out to the whole world and uplift thousands, millions and millions of people for thousands of years. So those adverse circumstances were like the springboard of power to provide an opportunity. These adverse circumstances are our springboard to give us an opportunity to uplift our consciousness. We think, oh, this is terrible, I wish this didn't happen. Oh, let it go away, let it go away. But my friends, this is probably your greatest opportunity of this life for spiritual growth. You will be pushed into a position of discomfort, mentally, emotionally, perhaps spiritually, possibly physically. You'll be pushed into something that the world is trying to tell you: become self-protective, push things away, don't allow adversity to get into your life. It is unfair, it's just not right. Let's find a medicine that makes this go away quickly. Let's find a stimulus that makes the economic thing go away quickly. Let's not have adversity. But adversity is the opportunity for growth. And that's true in this situation for you, not only personally, but it's true for the world itself. This, for us, in our lifetimes, is the time probably of greatest adversity, therefore the time of greatest opportunity for spiritual growth. If during this time We can push back against those forces that are trying to contract us into self-protectiveness. If we can push back against those and expand our consciousness, expand our hearts, be empathetic and caring for everybody that we see, be understanding that this person may be going through a trial. They may not be acting at their highest level. So let me be more compassionate, more understanding, more empathetic to lift them up, to have your hearts expand and embrace everyone in love, to keep your minds positive. It's so important now because the mental thoughts that we have send out a vibration of energy. You, by thinking positively, by keeping your mind positive, will affect all those that you come in contact with and will uplift them. And so keep your mind positive, your hearts open, and go through this test with faith in God. And if you do so, this will prove to be, and when you look back, probably the greatest spiritual opportunity of your lifetime. Let's take advantage of it.